आ रहा पावन पुण्य सवेरा। से आए अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर पालो अपना बसेरा। तुम हो आत्मा तन से न्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे। दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
मेरे दिल ने यही बात दिल से कही। मेरे दिल ने यही बात दिल से कही। मेरे दिल ने यही बात दिल से कही। एक बाबा मेरा दूसरा ना कोई, दूसरा ना कोई। मेरे दिल ने यही बात दिल से कही। तुम संग बैठूं, तुम संग खिलूं खाऊं, तुम संग रास रचाऊं मैं। तू ही तो संसार हमारा, तुझ में सब सुख पाऊं मैं, सुख पाऊं मैं। मेरे दिल ने यही बात दिल से कही। एक बाबा मेरा दूसरा ना कोई, दूसरा ना कोई। मेरे दिल ने यही बात दिल से कही। तुम ही तो मेरे मात पिता हो, तुम ही सखा मेरे बंधु हो। तुझसे सब संबंध है मेरे, तुम ही शिक्षक सद्गुरु गुरु हो। मेरे दिल ने यही बात दिल से कही, एक बाबा मेरा दूसरा ना कोई, दूसरा ना कोई। मेरे दिल ने यही बात दिल से कही। याद प्यार हमें इतना देते, कुछ और याद न आता है। हम है शुक्र गुजार तुम्हारे, भाग्य पे मन इतराता है, इतराता है। मेरे दिल ने यही बात दिल से कही, एक बाबा मेरा दूसरा ना कोई, दूसरा ना कोई। मेरे दिल ने यही बात दिल से कही, एक बाबा मेरा दूसरा ना कोई, एक बाबा मेरा दूसरा ना कोई, एक बाबा मेरा दूसरा ना कोई, दूसरा ना कोई।
Om Shanti. Good morning. Today's date is 29th April. Baba says, though the Almighty is with the children, still obstacles are created. So Baba also can't do anything with regard to this. So Baba says, when obstacles are created, then only the urn of sin becomes full. And Baba says you should break off all relationships with this impure world, and you should connect your intellects with that new world. You have to keep the pictures. If you can't stay in remembrance, if Maya comes, so Baba says always keep the picture of Trimurti. So Baba particularly reminds us to use this picture. Just like the devotees keep the idols images in their pockets, just like they remember the idol whenever they look at those pictures. So in the same way, we have to keep these pictures in order to ensure that the intellect gets connected with Baba. Let's listen to Murli. Essence: sweet children, break off all relationships in this impure world and connect your intellects in yoga with the one Father, and you will not be defeated by Maya. We heard the song which was about having one Baba in front of us, none else. Question: what's the reason why there are so many obstacles in the sacrificial fire, even though the Almighty Father is with you? What's the reason? Although the Almighty Father is with you, Why are obstacles created? Answer: according to the drama, the obstacles have to come because only when there are obstacles from the devils in the sacrificial fire can the urn of sin become full. There will not be an end until there is an extreme things, because once it reaches the extreme thing, and then only there will be an end. That's why Baba says, let the urn of sin, let it become full, then only it just explodes. The father can't do anything about this. It's fixed in the drama. There will be obstacles, but you mustn't be afraid of them. Song: who is the father and who is the mother? Om Shanti. You children heard the orders of the unlimited Father. You have relationships with your mama and babas of this world on a physical level. Because there is first attachment through the body to the mother, then the father, and then to the friends and relatives, etc. When a baby is born, always the baby is connected to the mother. Then the baby recognizes the father, and then it gets connected to other people. The Father, unlimited Father says, break your intellect's yoga away from your mothers and fathers of this world. So it's not about only the parents of the physical world, but Baba says you must break your intellect's yoga away from everyone of this world. You don't keep any further connection with this world, because all those relationships are dirty and Iron Age ones, because every relationship, until and unless they have those selfish motives, they just fulfill that. The moment their things are done, then they cause sorrow. That's why Baba says just don't keep with these dirty relationships. Jagat means the world. Break your yoga with the impure relationships away from this impure world and connect it to me alone, then connect it to that new world. Because you now have to come to me. This is the time of transformation and everyone has to go home. It's just a question of forging a relationship. There is nothing else to that. Excuse me. There is no difficulty in doing this. Those who receive directions will forge a relationship. In the golden age, the relationships are good at first. They are sato pradhan. Then as you continue to come down, the relationship of happiness gradually decreased. Then there is only sorrow. There is sorrow in the Iron Age. Now you have to break away completely from all your relationships in this old world. The Father says, forge a relationship with me. Follow Srimad and break off all bodily relationships. The first and foremost Srimad is to go beyond the awareness of the bodies. Destruction definitely has to take place. You children understand that the Father, who is called the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, does service according to the drama. He too is bound by the bondage of this drama. Baba also comes as per the drama plan, and Baba also is at service. People believe that God is the Almighty Authority, just as they believe that Sri Krishna is also the Almighty Authority. They have given Sri Krishna a discourse of self-realization. They believe that he cuts the throats of devils with that. Sri Krishna had just used the discus to kill the demons. However, they don't understand that the deities can't possibly carry out the acts of violence because these deities are non-violent. How can they harm anyone? They just can't do that. It is said of the deities that they observe the supreme religion of non-violence. How could they have been violent? Deities don't carry out the violent. One is the lustful activities, and another thing is the violent acts, that is maybe physically harming. It is said of the deities that they follow the supreme religion. People sat and wrote whatever came into their minds. They have defamed that religion so much. The Father says there is as much truth in those scriptures as there is salt in the sack full of flour. Of course, there are few facts. It's also written that the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra was created, and the devils created obstacles in that. And there were assaults on innocent women. That's written correctly. So always obstacles are created in the sacrificial fire, and even innocent women were assaulted. You now understand what is true and what is false in the scriptures. God himself says there will definitely be obstacles in the sacrificial fire of knowledge of Rudra. This is fixed in the drama. It isn't that because God is with you, he will remove any obstacles. What could the Father do about that? Sometimes, if he is a God, why can't he remove my obstacles? Why isn't that happening? So Baba says, Baba could not do anything. It has to happen within the drama. It's only when all of them create obstacles, then the urn of sins can become full. The Father explains only what is fixed to happen in the drama will happen. Whatever had happened would repeat, and it is happening now, and the same things will go on in the next cycle. There will definitely be obstacles by devils because our kingdom is being established. For half a cycle, people become those with such tamopradhan and corrupt intellects in the kingdom of Maya. It is the Father's duty to make them elevated. It takes half a cycle to make you degraded. How much time is required in order to become elevated? The Father elevates you in a second. It doesn't take long to have faith. There are many good children who have faith and they quickly make a promise, but Maya too is very powerful. The moment we realize or we have the faith, that is the stage of liberation in life. That moment we start making effort to become elevated. There are many good children who have faith and they quickly make a promise, but Maya too is very powerful. She brings one storm or another to your mind. Make effort not to put those into practice. First of all, it gets created in thoughts, then the same things come in words, and sometimes we also perform such actions. So that decides to what extent have I won Maya. We must always make effort not to do something practically. All of you are making effort. You haven't yet reached your karmatit stage. Something or other happens through your physical senses. Maya will definitely make us perform one or another mistake. Until you reach your karmatit stage, there will definitely be obstacles in between. The Father has explained, by making effort you will reach your karmatit stage by the end. Then your bodies will no longer be able to remain. This is why it takes time. There is one obstacle or another. In some cases, Maya even defeats you. This is boxing. You wish to stay in remembrance of Baba, but you are unable to do so. In the little time that remains, you gradually have to adopt that stage. No one becomes a king at birth. A baby has to grow. Baba says it definitely takes some time. That's why Baba has given us the time. A baby has to grow up gradually. This too takes time. There is now very little time left. Of course, we have some time in making the effort. We have already reached the last. Very little is left. A lot has already passed, and we have come at those last moments. Everything depends on the efforts that you make. You have to pay such attention that no matter what happens, you will definitely claim your inheritance from the Father. You will confront Maya. This is why you make a promise. Maya is no less. She comes in the most trivial forms, and she uses a lot of force in front of those who are powerful. So Maya also uses that form in front of Maharathis. These things aren't mentioned in the scriptures. The Father says, I am now explaining them to you, children. You receive salvation from the Father. There is no further need for this knowledge. You did receive salvation through this knowledge. The golden age is called salvation. When we reach the golden age, there is no need for this knowledge. So, sweetest children, you have been given your aim. You also understand that according to the drama, it takes time for the tree to grow. Many obstacles are created. There has to be change. You have to change from shells into diamonds. These obstacles, they make us so experienced, and they teach us many things. There is the difference of day and night. People continue to build temples to the deities. You Brahmins don't build temples because that belongs to the path of devotion. Because now we understand that all the idols which are placed at temples, so we now know why are they built and kept there, because we know that we are becoming worthy of becoming deities. So the world doesn't know that the path of devotion is now to end, and there will be the victory for the path of this knowledge. Only you children understand this. People think that Iron Age is still in its infancy. for them everything depends on the scriptures, because whatever is mentioned in the scriptures, they just believe and they speak the same thing. The Father sits here and explains to you children the secrets of all the Vedas and scriptures. The Father says, forget all of those things that you have been studying until now. No one receives salvation through them. Although you have been receiving temporary happiness through those, it's not possible that you would receive constant happiness. Although we have different professionals like doctors or engineers, advocates, Baba says, of course they have some temporary happiness, but the salvation is not received. People are in sorrow. They don't know that there is no name or trace of sorrow in the golden age. They have also written such things about that place. That is, the Khans used to exist in the land of Krishna. That there was this, and that Sri Krishna was born in a jail. They have written many such things. They have written many such things. What sin did Sri Krishna, the number one prince of the golden age, commit? What sinful actions were committed by Sri Krishna which made him take birth in a jail? All of those things are tall stories you now understand, because Father has told you the truth. Only the Father comes and establishes the land of truth, because Baba gives us the true knowledge and he establishes the land of truth. There was so much happiness in that land of truth, and there is so much sorrow in this land of falsehood. People have forgotten all of that. You know that you will establish that land of truth by following Srimad, and that you become the masters of it. The Father explains, by following this Srimad, you can claim a high status. You children know that you have to study and become Sun Dynasty emperors and the emperors. Everyone wants to claim or attain a high status. Everyone continues to make effort. Everyone just wishes to attain that high status. That's why everyone makes that effort. Very good firm devotees keep a picture with them so that they are able to remember that very frequently. If the devotees of Krishna or other deities, Baba says, they always keep their favorite idol's picture. So Baba says, keep a picture of the Trimurti with you. You will remember that very frequently. By remembering the Father, we will go into the Sun Dynasty clan. If you hang a picture of Trimurti up in your room, your vision can fall on that again and again. Because that picture of Trimurti has Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. Because even the badge which is on that has the image of Lakshmi and Narayan, and on the other side you will find a picture of the Trimurti. Through Baba we will go into the Sun Dynasty clan. Then as soon as you wake up in the morning, your vision will fall on that. Baba, that's why says you must always have the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. It's not about only keeping Baba's picture. It's okay to keep Baba's. Along with that, you should have the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan, because that's the aim. So Baba advises us. So very good devotees, that too is a type of effort. Baba advises you. Many good devotees make a lot of effort. They keep a picture of Sri Krishna in front of them, so that as soon as their eyes open, they remember Sri Krishna. For you, it's even easier. If you are unable to stay in remembrance easily and Maya is troubling you, then these pictures will help you. Shiv Baba is making us into the masters of the land of Vishnu through Brahma. Sometimes Baba also recommends us using the songs. You can just play those songs. We are becoming the masters of the world through Baba. By constantly remembering this, you can receive a lot of help. Baba gives this advice to the children who feel that they repeatedly forget. Keep a picture in front of you. You will remember the father and the inheritance. The moment you you see the pictures, you will remember Baba. But you mustn't remember Brahma. Of course, we have the pictures of Brahma, Baba. When a couple gets engaged, they don't remember the agent. Remember Baba very well, and Baba will also remember you. Remembrance begets remembrance. Baba tells this wonderful thing. Remember Baba very well, and Baba will also remember you. The remembrance begets remembrance. You now know the occupation of the beloved. There are so many devotees of Shiva. They continue to say Shiv, Shiv, but that is wrong. They speak of Shiv at Kashi, but he is the Lord of the world. Then they speak of the Ganges, but they go and sit on the rivers on the banks of the river. They don't understand that the Father is the ocean of knowledge. Many foreigners, etc., go to see Banaras. There are many big river banks. However, the temple of the Father of all still attracts everyone. Of course, they definitely visit that temple of Vishwanath. Everyone goes to that one. The temple would not go to anyone. The deity idols at the temples attract people to them. Shiv Baba also attracts everyone. Shiv Baba is the number one, and Brahma and Saraswati are the second number. Vishnu then becomes Brahma. Brahmins then become deities of the land of Vishnu, and the deities of the land of Vishnu then become Brahmins. This is your business. We are now becoming deities, and we therefore have to show the path to others. All others take you into the jungle. You lead everyone out of this jungle and into that garden. Shiv Baba comes and changes thorns into flowers. You also do this business. Only you understand these things. There are no kings or queens to whom you could explain. It's remembered that the Pandavas didn't receive 3 feet of land. So when Pandavas didn't, it's mentioned that Pandavas also didn't get the land to stay. So Baba says, whereas Shiv Baba makes you become the masters of the world. Shiv Baba is number 1, and Brahma and Saraswati are the second number, and Vishnu then becomes Brahma. Brahmins then become the deities of the land of Vishnu. and deities of the land of Vishnu then become Brahmins, and this is your business. We are becoming deities. We therefore have to show the path to others. So Baba says, all others take you into the jungle. You lead everyone out of jungle into that garden. Shiv Baba comes and changes thorns into flowers. You can do this business only you understand these things. There are no kings and queens to whom you could explain. It's remembered that Pandavas didn't receive 3 feet of land. Their father was so powerful, but so he gave them the sovereignty of the world. That same part will be played again. The father is incognito. Sri Krishna can't have obstacles. The father has now come, and you have to come and explain your inheritance, claim your inheritance from him. You have to make the effort for this. Day by day, new points continue to emerge. You can see when these things are explained to others at an exhibition, there is an impact. Everything has to be done with the intellect. Is there a greater impact made at the exhibition or with a projector? When you explain at an exhibition, you can see their faces. You explain to them. If you understand that God of the Gita is the Father, then make effort to claim your inheritance. You have to give these 7 days course to them. Give this to them in writing. Otherwise, as soon as they go out, Maya makes them forget. It has entered your intellects that you have been around the cycle for 84 births, and it is now you have to return home. You have to become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. Keep these pictures with you. They are very good. Even Birla, others don't know how and when Lakshmi Narayan claimed their fortune of the kingdom, though they build the temples. You know this, and you should experience great happiness. Take the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan with you and quickly explain to others. But they claim their status. You have to use your intellects to understand and explain all of these matters. The destination is very high, as are the teachers, so accordingly is the service they do. Baba can see who are looking after the centers according to their stage. Everyone has the intoxication, but the conscience says that if the teachers are good, a lot of service will continue to take place. Not everyone can be clever. Baba says always it's number wise. Not everyone can have the same teacher. Whatever happened in the previous cycle, it's happening now. The Father says, continue to create your stage. This is the deal of every cycle. It's been seen that everyone is making effort exactly as they did in the previous cycle. So Baba is just becoming the detached observer, and he just looks at the children's efforts because Baba knows that same things happened and it's exactly happening. Whatever happens, we say that also happened in the same way in the previous cycle. There is then that happiness or peace, because definitely the stage will become unaffected. The Father says, while doing everything, remember the Father. Let your intellect's yoga dangle there. You will experience a lot of benefit. Whoever does this will receive the reward for it. Baba just mentions this daily. You should remember Baba. Because when you stay in the pilgrimage of remembrance, your sinful actions will be absolved. Whoever does will receive the reward for it. Whatever good you do will return to you. Everyone has been continuing to perform all bad actions because of following Maya's dictates. You are now receiving Srimad, do good and good will be done to you. Each of you make efforts for yourself. Whatever you do, you will receive the reward of that accordingly. Why shouldn't we have yoga and continue to do service? Your lifespans will increase by having yoga. Because to the extent we have yoga, there are so many benefits. we will have to become disease free from by staying on the pilgrimage of remembrance. Therefore, we should always try. This knowledge is absolutely easy, and even small children can understand and explain it to others. Even small children just listen and they relate it in the exactly the same way that was heard. However, they are not yogis. Make it firm that they have to remember the Father. Let those who feel that they repeatedly forget keep the pictures with them. That too would be good. Baba just focuses that you should definitely have the pictures which will enable you to remember the Father. Let those who feel that they repeatedly forget, they should have always pictures. That would be good. When you wake up in the morning, as soon as you see the pictures, you will remember that you are claiming your inheritance of the land of Vishnu from Shiv Baba. This picture of the Trimurti is one of the main ones. You can now understand its meaning. No one in the world has such picture of the Trimurti. It's very easy. Of course, we have the pictures of the Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar, but it's not in the same way that the image of Trimurti is being made by Baba. It's very easy, whether we write it or not. Everyone understands that establishment takes place through Brahma and sustenance takes place through Vishnu. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and we, spiritual children, also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning. Namaste to the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The essence for Dharna, the first one: be careful that you are never defeated while boxing Maya. Create your stage by being aware of the previous cycle. Remain happy and peaceful. So we have to, whatever has happened, that has already happened in the previous cycle. So that will make your stage remain stable. Second, in order to be good to yourself, follow Srimad. Break off all relationships with this old world in order to be safe from the storms of Maya. Keep the pictures in front of you and remember the Father and your inheritance. In order to be safe from the storms of Maya, keep the pictures in front of you and remember the Father and your inheritance. Today's blessing. May you make the Father's property your own by churning it and receiving the blessings of a divine intellect. By churning, we make Father's property our own and we receive the blessing of a divine intellect. Churn the treasures that you receive from the Father, they will continue to merge inside you. Everyone has received the same property, but those who churn it and make their own, Baba gives the knowledge in the same way, whether someone is 50 years old or someone is just has taken the 7 days course. So Baba says, those who churn that and They make it their own, have the intoxication and happiness of it. That's why it is said, grind your own ingredients and your intoxication will rise. When we don't, of course, that has to be made ready. Until and unless you don't churn these portions, then the happiness or the intoxication will not be there. Those who are always remain intoxicated by churning them can't be pulled by anyone or any problem of this world. They automatically receive the blessing of having a divine intellect. Slogan: in order to finish any problem in your mind, increase your decision making power. Object signal: imbibe the virtues of sweetness and humility to become great. Don't think that you always bow down anyways and that no one has any respect for you, or there is respect for those who don't bow down and who tells lies. No, that's only temporary. It's visible like that, but Baba says that's only temporary. You must have a far-sighted intellect. The more people you bow down to now, that is, the more humility you have, the more all souls will then bow down to you throughout the whole cycle. Baba speaks about the imperishable attainments and something which on the other side you will have all temporary attainments. So in the golden and silver ages, their kings will not physically bow down, but they will bow down mentally with that regard for you. And in the copper and iron ages, they will just physically bow down. One is to give regard to few souls wholeheartedly, and on the other hand, we just give respect. We respect them because of their positions. Om Shanti. We have Babu brother here, who is from Ahmedabad. He has also attended the CAT program and he will share his experience. The evening meditation, it is at Dadiji's meeting hall. Om Shanti. I've been listening to Baba's knowledge, and I've been listening to Baba's knowledge since 1981, and I have been rendering services at Baba's center. I had a little pain at afternoon 2 p.m. The pain started increasing. That was the first time. I didn't have any idea about the attack. I just went to the hospital. I reached the hospital within 8 minutes. The doctor asked, was there anyone with you? then so that we can start the treatment. And that is the rest. That was the rest time at center. Anyone would come, they would come after 4. I knew the manager, and I just informed him, and they started giving the treatment. So within 10 minutes, I felt very like I became normal. Then I came down. I didn't know that that was the attack. They said you shouldn't get up, you should just lie. Then doctor came. They kept all my belongings on one side and they called the center. These things happened. And the center teacher said that he just went to his room at 2 p.m. And you just see whose number was that. Then she came to know that because he did call them, and I was admitted into ICU. They just changed that dress. Then they did the ECG, then echo. There were blockages, 99, 90. And by the time center teacher had already arrived, because the heart was also, the pumping capacity was at 15 to 20%. Then they spoke with the doctor. We will just insert one stent immediately. I was shifted to ICU. Then I was there for 2 days, and I was shifted to ward. You shouldn't climb any steps, but you should take rest for some days. When I was in ICU, I was thinking that why shouldn't I take the medicine of Dr. Satish Gupta? Because those doctors of the world are just professionals. They just treat you and they prescribe some medicine over. Then after 1 month, Satish Gupta ji, they just explained why blockages occur. What's the reason? Because we are the ones who create our own way of thinking. So he was just explaining the reason behind the blockages. Because our emotional upheaval or the emotional disturbance, they get blocked. We just took the medicine, we went back, and next month I came. Then echo, everything was taken, and I came. Because when the attack was taken, 20% was the result, and I just followed completely the instructions. Within 1 month, the working capacity of the heart increased to 35%, and only 5 months, from 5 months I started visiting. Then the capacity of the heart just increased, and how Baba just helps us. We don't have such doctors in the world who just help us clear those blockages without any surgery or without any treatment. The doctors who are with us, that is our our father, that is our Baba. Without surgery, without treatment, Baba just takes care of our thinking, the way of thinking. Then the lifestyles and all the blockages which happen, that gets cleared. So I just attended 7 days course. I feel personally that I'm just light, and there is a lot of lightness, and all the blockages are removed. I think we have to inform everyone to attend the CAD program. The world's famous doctor is with us, that is the Supreme Surgeon. So we should follow Baba's things because he's the fantastic doctor. So we give the message that when we take or we follow the guidelines given here, then we will not have any health issues. Om Shanti. Thank you. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Prakash Maniji. We need to carry out the meticulous checking. There shouldn't be any wasteful thoughts, wasteful words, or should time be wasted. Every day we should check our daily routine. Whether it's service we render to others or the service we do it for our own soul stage. By filling the soul with such power that during Amrit Vela in the early morning, that accumulated power that helps us in all our tasks throughout the day. Om Shanti.